Okay, guys, Božidar here, and it's time for hypnosis. Okay, silly. Uh, Look, today I would like to talk about quit smoking with hypnosis. Okay, and maybe it will help you if you are a smoker. I quit smoking with self-hypnosis. And strangely, why this subject? Okay, about the secrets, because it's doing all over the place. You know, the quit smoking is popular everywhere. In Russia, in Slovenia, in Germany, in South Korea, in China, everywhere. Everybody knows that quit smoking it could be done with hypnosis. Even when I was teenager, when I was starting researching hypnosis, I knew then that I didn't know about the therapies, but I knew about hypnosis and quit smoking, and I did them a lot. You can do your business just with smokers. That's crazy. Okay, Slovenia, it's too small to do this business just with smokers, but I recall it was here nearby. It was a Croatian guy, Croatian ex-magician as me, and I think he read some book about hypnosis, and he was a really clever guy, and he started to offer the therapy for quit smoking, and became very, very, very popular. It was unbelievable. People came from Germany, from Italy, Slovenia, Croatia, Austria, let me see, Switzerland. It was unbelievable. And he did just groups, he had a big room with 20 of a chair there, and on 15 minutes, another group, 15 minutes, another group, and so on and so forth. And I remember I did a calculation. I think that on his peak, when he was really maximum popular, he did a month around 1,000, 120, about $120,000 per month, guys. Okay, just to be clear, it's a lot of money. Let me put it in writing. Okay, $120,000 month just with smokers. So if you live in a big country, maybe as the United States, initially you will need a little bit of pushing, initially, but afterwards your word about you, but you must do it in certain quality, and you can push with marketing, but the best way it's referrals. Okay, and you will do a lot of referrals. So I did it here in Slovenia. Slovenia is a really small place. It's 2 million population here. And this is the kind of business you can do if you want to do smokers. Me personally, I don't like smokers. Okay, I still do smokers, but I don't like this therapy because it's some kind of crazy. Maybe because I am an ex-smoker, and but I still do. And now I think I must do it because usually the January, is the biggest month for do those kind of therapies, because everybody decide, okay, in 26 I will quit smoking. But why this subject? Because technically, this is the most easy therapy that we can do. It's just direct hypnosis. You must help your client to achieve the maximum depth possible of hypnosis, and then you just give suggestions about not smoking, and that's all. It's really easy to do. Now you can do it as a Croatian man for 15 minutes. Usually I don't, I took a lot of more time. When I do the workshop with my people here in Slovenia, I do it for 2, maybe near 3 hours, because you can do it badly, or you can do it in a little bit not badly. So take your time, okay? Because you depend on those who will not quit smoking. That's a problem. And now, if we look at just the possibility or the statistic here, I can see what I saw. And I can tell you what I saw. Now, initially, when I started my career here, I did therapies with smokers, but just one-on-one initially, one-on-one. And my success rate, but it's not my success rate, it's their success rate. Okay, it's not mine, because I just do my job. That's all. And success rate with those people, it wasn't really 100%, but it was about 80% and up. But where was the trick? The trick here was that I didn't accept everybody. They came to my office, and then I went deeply into the subject, and my primary question was, okay, why do you want to quit smoking? Okay, let me see if I'm recording. Yeah, the voice, okay, awesome. Yeah, and it depends on the answer. Because when he started or she started, yeah, doctor said, okay, my wife and so on and so forth, okay, I don't want to work with you, okay? Because look, if the person in front of you is not ready to quit smoking, you can use hundreds of hypnosis, he will still smoke. Okay? That's a problem. Because the key is motivation. Motivation. This is the key. This is the problem, okay? Because when wife, usually it's firstly came wife to me, she quit smoking, and then she started pushing also her husband. And her husband, yes, he came to my office, but he was not prepared. He was in my office just because of his wife. And if I knew this, then I said to them, look, I don't want today work with you because I think you are not ready. We will not do the therapy. Go home. I push them home, go home, but call me when you will be ready. I just want you to think about it. But before I explained everything, how hypnosis works and so on and so forth. And then I let them home, okay? And not everybody, but most of them, they come back. And when you do this work, and if you remember the first time that was in front of you, and the second times, those are two different persons. It is not the same. Because firstly, when it was in my office, you saw some scary guy there that wasn't really secure to do the therapy. Not he was upset about the wife and so on, about me. Who are you, Božidar? What will you do with me? But next time, when usually they knock the door, they open and they wait there, and that's fascinating to see. And I look at them and say, what? And he said, I'm ready. But you can see on the face, you can see a smile, you can see a self-confident. It's another man there. And I say, okay, come here. And from here, I can have so much success. But if you don't do this job, if you take everybody that is coming into your office, then this will go down. And this is a problem. This is a problem because people that will still smoking will go around and they will speak badly about you, because they will not tell to the people, oh, I wasn't prepared. No, I was there in Božidar, he didn't do, I'm still smoking. And then the people will decide, okay, Božidar is a bad example of the hypnotist, okay? So be careful here if you want to go in this path. And then when you do groups, unfortunately, look, 50%, no, it's less. But if you achieve 50%, yeah, I usually do, okay? But I have a lot of, kilometers and miles behind me. But 50% for me, it's wow, I'm jumping in my happiness. Because when you do groups, the quality of your work goes down, unfortunately, because you do work, you do also, you can't do your homework, you can't go deep into the head of so many people there. Because when I do group, I have 20, 25, 30, 35 people there, and it's difficult. I can't know that guy in the last row if really is motivated to quit smoking, okay? And that's the problem. But you can do, if you take time and you do all the, I usually do in Saturday, on 3 hours altogether. I really press them very, very hard, not just 15 minutes, and then I do a group work, and usually it's enough, so you can have 50%. But I'm honest with them, And I said to those 50%, look, guys, maybe if you still continue to smoke, you can come again to me, but you will pay another fee to my workshop. So they have this possibility, but smokers are really strange. Are a little bit difficult. Difficult people. If you are a smoker, I'm not sorry because it's true. I know a lot of time because you know I do group for it was $80 I think. Entrance in my workshop it was no percent $80. And the lady called me, I don't have so much money. Oh, for your cigarette you have, for my workshop you don't have, don't give me this shit. Sorry. No. If you go if you really live in a big country, you can do a great work but I can help you prepare if you want. It's not a problem. I can give you all my knowledge, all my ideas, and so on and so forth. It's really this could be just this quit smoking. It could be just it's really narrow niche. It's a really narrow niche, but it could be. But the only thing you must be in a big country, because in Slovenia, no, it's difficult. I can do it, but lastly, how many they were? 15, I think. Yeah, and I really pushed hard on Facebook, in advertising and so on. But for 15, no, thank you. On my workshop for self-hypnosis, 30 of them. That's the difference, and cost more. So, but to survive with this business, you need minimum groups of, I don't know, 30 of them, twice per month, maybe. So this is the key, motivation, because if the people are not motivated enough, they will not. The most crucial, the problematic is really quit smoking. Because when they came into your office for weight loss or whatever, they are motivated. Believe me, they are. But with this strange smoking, it's really strange. I don't know why, but usually they were pushed by I don't know, by the wife, maybe by the doctor, or they are afraid to get cancer, or I don't know, whatever. But they are not motivated. And so if you do 101, you can do this percentage, 80% and more, but you must go really deeply into the reason why they really want to quit smoking, okay? So working with smokers, it could be a business, yeah, because $80. I know that in England they are usually for smokers they pay more. If the therapy there is, I don't know, 150, for smokers it's 200. Okay, it's your decision. Okay, I don't do it. I do groups, $80 maximum. So and they usually they come those that they didn't quit smoking on the first session. They repeat sessions, and finally they quit smoking. Because this is the world, our world. No, not for most people, one therapy is enough. But for some of them, they maybe need two, three, four therapies, but they will succeed at the end. And this is the kind of business. If you go with this narrow niche, you can have really a great business here. But on my point of view, the only problem is not problem. The only idea is to live in a big country, because if you are in a small country, it will be difficult to work with all those people. Slovenia is 2 million population, as a big city in United States. London has what, 8 million. But it's interesting to work with them. You will learn a lot. Okay, you will also learn. Just a second, what's going on here? Yeah, you will learn a lot, because this is some smokers are really heavy. I work with 101 when I still when I was still working 101. I learned a lot from them, and the best therapy. Okay, and let me tell you this one, and I will finish. The best therapy I did for smokers, I did marketing for a workshop, my workshop for smokers, and I had a guy that he called me. He paid for my workshop via the Stripe, and he called me after 14 days. It wasn't yet for, because they can pay before. It wasn't yet the workshop time, but he paid me, and then he called me and he said, look, Božidar, when I paid this $80 to you, I never light a cigarette anymore. And I said, wow. He said, I quit smoking. I said, oh, congratulations. And I asked him, okay, do you want your money back? And he said, no, 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 give me something else. Then he came to some workshop for self-hypnosis, and we worked together. But it was really a crazy experience. For him, motivation, motivation for him was just to pay $80. It was enough. It depends what's your motivation. Last time I had a guy, 60, 65, I think, and he said, okay, my grandchildren asked me to quit smoking. And I said, I wasn't sure really, but I met him or his wife afterwards. I think his wife, yeah. She went for my workshop here, and she said, okay, he quit smoking. I said, wow, his motivation was his children, grandchildren. So it depends. It depends what's your motivation. So if you smoke and you want to try hypnosis, firstly, try to decide in your head, okay? Because smoking, it's a period, not like a woman period, but it's a time. It's a certain time. I smoked for 20 years, and I said it was enough. Why I choose self-hypnosis? Because I wasn't sure. I could go to my student to quit smoking, but I wasn't sure. I was a very heavy smoker, nearly 3 packs per day. And I said, oh my God, okay, I'm not sure if one session was enough for me. And so because of that, I choose self-hypnosis, and I work with some suggestions that I put together for nearly 3 months, and I quit. But I quit without any problem. After 20 years of smoking, that was unbelievable. That was a really strange experience also for me. Quit smoking without a day of, I don't know, when you have the urge for nothing, as I never smoked. It was unbelievable experience. It really was unbelievable. Try it, okay, if you're a smoker. This is our world, so you can look it also as a business. I know this guy here, and you can do groups. The groups is better than one-on-one, but you should learn one-on-one. You should learn to do and this kind of therapy is really simple. Doing hypnosis for quit smoking is really, really, really simple. It's the simplest therapy there is in our world. Okay, so guys, this is for now. Let's do. And now you are no smoker. If you, maybe it's interesting, maybe if you're watching this video, give me some comments. I want to really to know if you used hypnosis and how many sessions, or maybe because you have, look, okay, let me clear also this. Maybe you will, yeah, I used some book here. Hypnosis, you have several types of hypnosis. Also the book, Quit Smoking, Quit, it will help. It's all hypnosis, guys. It's not just look it in my eyes. No, you have a lot of hypnosis. You have a social hypnosis. You have a lot of hypnosis out there. So if you buy a book, quitting quitting smoking, that's hypnosis, guys. Okay, don't be be smart. Okay, but really, I'm interested. Maybe how long did you smoke, and if you use hypnosis, if you know about hypnosis and not smoking, this is my world. Okay, thanks, guys, to being with me. Okay, and if you have any questions, just comment there. I will answer if I know. Okay, be well. Ciao.